All right, you see those pictures, we're talking fitness. Fuel, movement, and rest. Now, our next guest says they're the most important things that we can do for health and energy.
Yeah, well, here to break it all down for us here and build us up at the same time, Tracy Fisher, CEO of The Wellness Coach. Tracy, let's dive right in. First off, wellness.
First off, let's show the guns. Let's see the gun show.
Oh, yeah.
No, I did not do that.
I can show you.
We saw them in the commercial break. They were great.
Well, obviously, you're in great shape.
Yeah.
All right, and you are a health and wellness coach. Break it down for us. That covers a lot of things. What exactly do you do?
Right, so that's a good question.
Right.
So health and wellness coaches basically help people become their optimal wellness or create their optimal wellness and well-being. So that is physical health, the guns, right?
Right.
But then it's also emotional health and mental, and basically to help people figure out how to get there and to have directed conversations about that, and specifically to figure out their own version of wellness and well-being, whatever that is for them.
And in a lot of cases, you are really saving lives. Like, this is a great job. It must be really rewarding. How did you get into this?
It is really rewarding. So I actually started off in fitness and exercise. So when I left the military, my first company was a fitness company. So it was all about the exercise.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service.
When and where did you serve?
So I was in the Army. I was a helicopter pilot in the Army, and was there for 7 years.
Oh, very good. Thank you very much for that. So you got out of the military, and you said, okay, I
went right back into it.
I run a regiment here to follow here, and I want to get back at boot campers that put me in place.
Okay, well, it wasn't exactly like that.
Right. I don't think she did drill surgery.
Right. Well, maybe some people did feel like that at times, right? But
you know what? You are the coach. You see a possibility of what they can become, and sometimes they don't, and you've got to get them to that point.
That is a really good way to say that. That's exactly
right. Steal the slogan.
Yeah. No, I don't know if it was a slogan, but it's...
Yeah, well, that's actually what I say.
Right.
Really, there's potential. Everybody has the potential to be their healthiest, for sure.
And, everybody's obviously different.
Totally. Different people are different.
Right. And so when they realize their potential, you're thinking, okay, I got you to this point. Now let's continue on and be a better version of yourself from where we started.
That's another good slogan.
Yeah. Steal it all. He's here all day, ladies and gentlemen.
No, but truthfully, I'm very intrigued by this.
You're totally right. And it really is about becoming the best version of you, however you define it. So I tell a lot of clients to stop shoulding on themselves. They hear about what they should be doing. Yes, I did say should. They should be doing. And really do what's right for you, given your lifestyle and your circumstances and your preference and what you want, like your results.
Well, let's talk about health and energy. And you say these are the most important things. And then you talk about rest. Why do you say these things?
Well, so I basically, there's so much information out there about, again, what we should be doing, and especially with the internet, there's a lot of information. So I'm very much into organizations and frameworks, and so I like to put them in 3 buckets of any action that we can do can be put into those 3 buckets that you talked about, whether it's fueling your body and your brain, resting it, or moving it. And so even if we're going to focus in on one of those, we really want to be cognizant of all 3 of them to have balance. So if somebody is like always in the gym, but they're not getting enough rest or they're not eating right, then really that does catch up. And so we want to have balance in all 3 of those areas.
Fuel, rest, movement.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Those 3 little buckets, like you said, but they're big buckets too.
They are.
All right. Now,
so we have up on the screen here something that says quality, quantity, and frequency. Can you talk us through this?
Yes. So I told you I'm all into frameworks and organizing it. And so in the fuel bucket, basically there are those 3 cues. I took a little liberty with the frequency, I know, but
get it. Sure,
yeah.
That's good.
So when people say, give me a diet or tell me what I should be doing, and I don't do that, I'm like, listen, I want you to look at these 3 main areas: have quality food, have the right quantity.
That's the problem right there, I think, for a lot of people.
It's huge.
It's
right?
me.
Yeah.
I don't know when to stop.
Well, I hear that all of the
it's
time.
true. I mean, if the plate's in front, I'm like, okay, well, I got to finish it, and that's not always the case.
That's the Clean Plate Club. Do you know, I talk about that all the time.
Right. I've been a member
there
for
are children
a long
starving
time.
in other areas, right? So you better clean your plate. And so that's a thought that a lot of people have.
And frequency 5 times a week.
Well, frequency is we're on the move now. Yeah, we moved it.
I see. Okay, very good. Thank you. You moved the move. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So posture, balance, stability. Now we're gonna actually get a little bit more of this coming up in the next segment.
Yeah, we're gonna be moving.
We're gonna do this, and this is the rest chart that you have too.
Okay.
Okay, Trace, and you've got this broken down.
So energy level when you wake up, that you're talking quality there.
Right. So it's just, again, it's very generic. So the way that you determine how you've gotten enough rest is not like how much time did I sleep, but how do you feel when you woke up?
Yeah, and you know what? I feel like that's something I struggle with. Sometimes I wake up and I still feel tired.
Right.
And I do know people that say, well, I didn't get this amount, so I'm tired. Well, they tell themselves they're tired because they didn't. You know, I got to bed late last night and now I'm really dragging. Well, wait a minute. You know, if you would tell yourself you're refreshed, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
well, and that's what I like about a wellness coach is you treat the whole person. So you're not just talking exercise, you're talking.
And you know what? We're going to talk about the fact, too, coming up, too, just who deserves and should get a health and wellness coach. You're going to be surprised about that answer coming up, too. And we're going to move a little bit with Tracy, all right?
Yeah.
So we're going to change into some movement gear, right?
I didn't bring any, so this is how I'm moving, guys.
I did.
But we will look forward to it.
So
Tracy Fisher, the wellness coach.
You know
and
what?
we're in the performance set. That means something's
This would
about
be
to
a
happen.
really good opportunity for you if you're watching Channel 3 right now and you have the availability to maybe move a little bit with us. Get a chair.
You
Find
literally just need a chair.
a comfy cush for your tush, and we can move all together.
That's right.
What do you say, Trace?
Yeah,
All
so
right.
let's do it.
Well, we're going to start with first.
Okay, so first of all, we want,
Before we start,
Yes.
she's a wellness coach.
Wellness coach.
All right, so
Right.
Tracy is obviously, just tuned in, she can help you not only with physical, but also emotional, get you wherever you need to go. We talked about it just before the break.
Right.
Who deserves a wellness coach? Tracy, answer that question.
everybody.
Everybody.
Yeah.
That's right.
Everybody does.
And like you said, you can see the potential sometimes before they can even, and that's so valuable. when
Someone
you're
to see the
talking about-
potential in you and to force that out of you.
But
Okay,
sometimes we can't. All right, let's move.
we're going to move.
Okay,
Not like
so
that.
we are moving versus exercising because a lot of times people hear exercise and they're like,
Right,
I
it's
don't
already
want
a
it.
negative.
Right. So based off of that, those three cues of quality, quantity, and frequency, we want to have quality of movement,
all right.
So to start off with, a lot of us are bent over on our phones and typing, so we're bent forward. So an easy thing to do every time you stand up from your desk is to do shoulder rolls backwards, right? So basically what we're doing is contracting the backside of your shoulders and really feeling that, right?
Oh,
And
that
so-
does feel good. Because you're at the desk
does.
all day, and like you said, you're bent over.
Yeah. So that's the first one, and then if you guys have room, you extend out a little further. Thumbs up. Yeah.
You hit me in the face.
Thumbs up, and then rotate again, right? And so now you
Thumbs up.
Yep, thumbs up, thumbs up.
I mean, that really is simple, like you said.
Well, you
but
know
it
what? You know what?
does.
It's so different when your thumbs are up.
And it's even more different when your thumbs are back.
And this is something you can
Oh,
do
yeah.
at work.
Yeah.
Totally.
Right?
Yeah.
Just at your desk. Your
Right.
employees might,
You
think
guys
they're
have some
a little
You
automation?
want that done by the end of the day? Okay, fine.
I feel
We'll
so
do
great.
that.
I love my job.
Right, yeah, that would be great.
And you got a little coordination
Yeah,
going on.
right, yeah, that's true.
Your thumbs are no longer facing backwards, though.
Okay, so wow,
Okay.
she's tough.
All right, so that's really easy. So that's
Yeah.
so it's focusing on our backside.
It is amazing how we do cave in.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're turning into clams. All right, very good.
Yes.
Right.
So then if you guys will turn this way, we're still going to focus on our bodies. We're going to focus on our core. So what I like to tell people is to brace your core.
Okay.
Almost like someone's going to give you a little punch. So not like skinny.
Right.
But contract
Strong.
yourself.
Got
Right.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then just and then you create a little bit of a C in your, in your spine. Yep. And then
Okay.
you just slowly roll backwards. Right. So you just kind of start to lean back.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Don't let your tummy pooch up.
Pooch.
Right.
Keep it flat.
Keep
right?
it flat and keep your feet on the floor.
Okay.
Okay.
So then you're not using your hip flexors, right? And then you lean
How
back.
far do we
and
go? How low do we go?
Go as low as you can go.
Wow.
Oh, it's actually pretty
I'm
good.
shaking pretty good. Yeah. I mean, I can feel my core shaking a little bit.
Yeah.
A lot.
So you only want to go as low as you can, or still feeling your the front side, not your low back.
Now, if you can't get up right now, call a friend or a relative if you're home right now. Yeah.
This feels good.
Now,
you can do this
Trace,
at work too.
Trace, what's the routine here? How many should we do of these and how long?
Well, so, I don't really like to do that. I don't like to say sets and reps. I want to say do what works for
Okay.
you. And do it properly.
With my
Properly,
feet
Joe.
the
Feet on
my
the floor.
Feet on the
Feet
floor.
on the
All right.
floor.
Shoulder
And then, yeah, and then notice, are you engaging your hips?
Gosh, this is really tough.
Right.
Yeah.
Or are you engaging your core?
So keep your
Right.
tummy flat.
Keep your tummy flat,
Wow.
keep your chin to your chest, and
But this is something, like you said, that you don't need an expensive gym.
No.
You
no.
don't need expensive workout stuff. It's little things like this when you're watching TV, when you're watching Live Alex.
Right.
ta-da, ta-da. Yeah.
Okay, I like that one.
And then do you have time for one more?
Sure.
Okay, look, so you clearly work out, don't you? I can
She
tell.
didn't ask me that. Why did she ask me that?
You almost like fell over.
All right. Wow.
Oh Entrepreneurship is good. I like this.
Okay, and then the last one is just really like how to do a proper squat, and so you can do that with your chair. So you guys get to stand up, right? And then the idea is a lot of times when we ask people to squat in the gym, they start with their knees, and really I just want you to pretend like you're sitting on a chair.
Yeah, like they're just gonna go sit down.
And to sit on your
chair. So keep
chair.
your arms in front like this.
Yeah, and then widen out your feet just a little bit. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And so
she's working with her, not me. I'm just
yeah.
squatting up here. Just tuned in. We're learning how to squat.
Yeah, I don't think we're crazy.
Right. Okay.
You have a little internal rotation on your knees, so we need to fix that.
She's killing me.
Okay, but I look pretty good.
I'm very self-conscious about my internal rotation.
I'm sorry.
I have no idea what that means.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So the idea is, so I'll help you. So you start to sit down.
Okay.
Start to sit down.
I'm sitting down.
And then now come back up.
Okay.
And then start to sit down and only come back up with my.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. So yeah.
Is it that funny? The crew is laughing their heads off here.
So so that's it.
Wow.
Yes.
But so maybe.
Where's the Gatorade?
So what would be like something that he could do if or someone watching can't make it all the way down? Can they do like is there?
Oh, for sure. They just go as far down as they can go.
So
right?
just,
So
you don't have to go all the way down.
as you can
Using
go.
the back to
You
help me a little
totally
bit?
can.
Okay.
Yeah,
Just a little bit at
for
first?
sure.
Okay.
And I think that's the thing, you talk about is that there's a starting place and you can't be too hard on yourself because then you won't do it at all.
And we are
it's
having
movement.
fun, and believe me, we are having fun with all of this, and Tracy knows that I can take it. By all means,
Right.
if you want to get in touch with Tracy, by all means. Wonderful person, thewellness.coach. That's a great website.
And you're on Facebook too, and you can reach her at her email, info@thewellnesscoach.com.
You're still not going to show us the guns?
I feel like we all should do the gun show at this point. We'll do it with you. All right, we'll do it together.
My guns are put away.
That's
That's it. Very
You want
nice.
your wellness coach to be strong.
All right.
That's a good sign.
Okay.